Hey everybody, this is Dave Walsh, host of Card Talk, looking at a playthrough here today, and we're going to take on Into Ithilien with a Bond of Friendship Hobbit deck. But before we begin with that, I wanted to spend a little time to see how this actually came to be. So I posted this deck on the Facebook page, and when I did, I got some feedback from Joe here, Joe, who's a patron of the show. He said he wanted me to do a playthrough with it. So I did do a playthrough, and I actually misread what he wrote here. It says, do Into Ithilien. I actually took that as Assault on Osgiliath, and I played through Assault on Osgiliath, but I didn't do Into Ithilien. So and I was able to beat Assault on Osgiliath. But I'm going to do Into Ithilien, and I'm hoping that it's going to be epic if I can beat it up here. Okay, so the deck itself is this Bond of Hobbitship deck. It's on RingsDB, and you can find it. There are a few changes that I made here that won't be reflected in the playthrough because I wanted to make sure that I played through the deck as it was posted. I took out Boromir and put in the Bywater Sheriff because the Bywater Sheriff is costs less, and there was feedback about the deck that I agree with after playing it now through 10 or 12 or 14 times, is that Mary just doesn't collect enough tactics resources to be able to pull out Boromir when he's needed. By the time you have enough tactics resources, unless you don't get any tactics cards from the beginning of the game, and then you only have Boromir in your hand, it really, you're not going to pull him out when you need him. The Bywater Sheriff is a good tactics ally to have in that place. The other thing is I took out the, in this version of the deck, I took out the Boots from Erebor and replaced it with Thorngill, because 3 of these heroes have alternative heroes that could be used in place of them. So you can use, I think that probably the best target would be this Frodo Baggins, to put in leadership Frodo Baggins for the resources, for the resource smoothing for leadership, but also because he readies a character, so that readying is super nice, and it's also threat reduction. But if you need super threat reduction, you could get Spirit Pippin or Spirit Mary out. Spirit Pippin, I don't know why you would want to do something unless you're doing something crazy with engagements and things like that, but you probably wouldn't want Spirit Pippin. But anyways, there are still some options there with Thorngill, and that's one of the things that is good about this game, is you want to build a deck, a solo deck that has lots of options based on the scenario. But the deck that I am playing does not have Thorngill in it. It does have the Boots from Erebor. So why don't we get started with the playthrough? Okay, so Into Ithilien here. When we do this, I've already set it up, but I will read through the setup. So we have Kelador in the staging area, and then we put Ithilien Road as the active location, and then we want to put Southern Company into play. Southern Company, not Southern. Southern Company. Make sure I get my pronunciation. Southern Company. I don't know. Somebody who knows how to pronounce that better than me can let me know. But so we have that in the staging area, and then I shuffled the encounter deck. And so now we flip this over, and it says battle. So we are going to be battling through this stage. Okay, so we do have Kelador in the staging area. Now, Kelador is interesting. This is an interesting mechanic. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of a relieving mechanic that there's somebody in the staging area. Nobody controls this guy, so you can't exhaust him. I assume it's a him. The DOR ending, door, implies a boy, but that doesn't mean that it is a male. But you put Kelador into play, or he stays there and he's just committed to the quest. There is an effect on a quest card later that any any rangers in the staging area the first player gets control of, so that way I can then use Kelador to attack or something like that. Okay, so the goal here is to at least quest successfully so that I can use Kelador to continue to battle quest. Okay, so I guess we should try to figure this out. So let's get started here with the playthrough. 2 Treebeards. Oh no, not 2 Treebeards. Oh, I thought that was Treebeard. I just looked very quickly. That's Quick Beam. Okay, so we have a Treebeard. That's good. So, okay, so I'm gonna put the Hobbit cloak onto Bilbo or Frodo here. I'm gonna put it over to the side. I put my my defensive bonuses over to the side. So that's one. I'm gonna put the Dagger of Westerness onto Merry here, and then I'm going to play Boots from Erebor here. So now Frodo is a 4 defense, 3 hit point guy. That's pretty good. And I'm going to wait to play these other 2. Well, I can't do anything, but I'm purposely waited to play Treebeard, even though he's good at battling. I wanted the resource to pay for Test of Will and also get out some of these defensive things, because this Southern Company is going to come out and can do a pretty big number on me. So the best thing that I could do in this first turn is quest over the company and put enough progress on the location to clear it. If that works, I don't know if that's going to work. Depends, I guess. But I can sure as heck try. Hopefully it works out. So Kelador is committed to the quest. So Kelador is battling for 2. I'm going to also commit Merry to the quest here. So that's another 5, because the dagger only gets the bonus if you are attacking somebody. So in battling, this bonus doesn't come into play. And then I'll do Sam, and I will do Pippin. The hope is that I don't get an enemy, just in case, so that at least I can try to get rid of this Southern Company this time around. The best thing would be to get readying on Merry as soon as possible, but right now I don't have any readying, because that 5 attack is good. But I will have out Treebeard. I'm going to play Treebeard next round no matter what, so that'll be the way that's going to work. Okay, so ready? Okay, so I'm battling for 9, I think is what it works out to be, with Sam and Pippin. And there is 3 threat in the staging area because this bonus. Okay, so do this. So we get the location, the Overgrown Trail. This is a bummer because I can't do anything with Kelador to get rid of this Overgrown Trail right now. But I still made 2 progress on here, so that's good. And so I get to engage the Southern Company, and it says here that because of this, it says the engagement cost of each enemy in the staging area is 0. So, but even though this does this, I still get to compare its engagement cost with Sam. So there was a ruling about that. So he gets to ready, okay, and then I get to draw a card because of Pippin. Okay, and this is actually really good. I get Peace and Thought, and I'm probably going to use it to hopefully get readying on Merry this time around. Maybe I'll be able to get that, get a fast hitch or an unexpected courage, and I should have the amount of resources to play that and still get out Treebeard, hopefully. So deal a shadow card. He's attacking for 2, so I'll be able to attack back. This guy's defending for 4 with 1 hit, with 3 hit points. So I'll be able to take a swing from the Southern Company here. So let's see. It says remove X progress tokens from the current quest, where X is the attacking enemy's threat. So there's nothing on the quest card, so that that fails, and I will put a damage. I know I could raise my threat, but I don't want to raise my threat, so I'm going to take a damage and put it onto Frodo. Okay, so I will attack back with Sam and do a damage to the, not a progress. I'll put a damage on the Southern Company, and that is the first round. So I will refresh. I will exhaust 2 heroes. I will spend the 1 resource on Pippin to play Peace and Thought, and then I'll draw 5 cards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I didn't get any readying. That's a bummer. I totally want readying, but we'll do what we can here. So I will control N, and there it is. So that's Gandalf. So he's going to be key later on, I think. But I don't want to bring him in and out because if somebody leaves play, I have to put 1 damage onto Kelador. And I don't have healing right now either. So I would love to see my Wardens of Healing. Okay, so what do we do? I think I'm going to pay for 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and put Treebeard into play, and he gets to collect an extra resource every turn. Okay, and I know that I won't be able to Peace and Thought, but I did want to keep 1 resource available for my for the Test of Will. Okay, so in the staging area right now is 4, and Kelador's questing for 2, and Mary will quest for 5. So that's a total of 7. And that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully I don't get something that is totally crazy so that I have to quest over this. Hopefully I don't quest unsuccessfully. So let's see. So we get 3. So I actually quest neutral. When you quest the same, let's see what this says. Okay, so it says after the players quest unsuccessfully. So that's different than if the players do quest or don't quest successfully. So what I did is I did as much progress as is in the staging area. So that's not unsuccessful. Okay, it's quest neutral is what I call it. Okay, and so by questing neutral, I'm just able to not have to put the damage on Kelador. Okay. So I am going to defend with Frodo. And let's see what I get. It says the current quest does have a keyword, so this guy is attacking for 7. So I'm only defending 4, so I'm going to have to raise my threat by 3. Okay? It's just the way it's going to work. So this guy I still can't kill because I can't get readying onto Mary, but hopefully that can get solved soon. Okay, so I'll... Aha! Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted, an unexpected courage. So I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to put I'm going to put an unexpected courage onto Mary and spend 2, and that means that I'm not going to be able to play my Test of Will this round, just in case I get one of those really bad shadow effects. But it is what it is. So now I think that I'm feeling a little more confident here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to also play Quick Beam. So I'm going to spend the 1 from Treebeard and 1 from Pippin to bring Treebeard into play, and I will deal Treebeard a damage, or to bring Quick Beam into play, and I will deal a damage to Quick Beam to have him ready. Okay, so I think now I'm kind of set up. Kelador committed to the quest, so he's 2, and Mary, I'll commit to the quest for another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will commit Treebeard to the quest for another 4. And just to make sure, I'm going to commit Quick Beam to the quest for another 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm battling for 14, and I'm up against 7 in the staging area. So I hope that that's enough to do stuff. I do have some emergency things to do. Actually, I will also use Pippin, because Pippin doesn't do much else here. So I will use Pippin, and let's see. So that's 15 versus 7, and there's another secluded glade. So I'm starting to get location locked, but that's okay. So I did 2 here and 3 to the ambush. Okay. So I'm going to travel to the overgrown trail because I want to get that threat out of the staging area. That's usually my MO, is to travel to the highest threat location. Okay. So now I'll deal a shadow card, and I will defend with Frodo. Aha. Okay, so that's the Ithilien Guardian. It says, add Ithilien Guardians. Okay, so I get to deal 2 damage to this guy, and I'm going to raise my threat. This guy attacked for, because the current quest has a keyword, this guy attacked for 5. I only defended for 4, so I will raise my threat by 1. So this guy goes by. And now I can attack and kill this with Mary. So he's attacking for 6 with the blade, with the dagger, and the Ithilien, the company only has 2 hit points, so I only needed 3 to kill. So this guy dies. Okay. So nobody's left play. Kelador is clear of damage, so that's good. And so now we will ready people. Now I have both my Gandalfs in play, or in my hand. So that's good. What else? I have Rosie. So Rosie's going to come out into play now. And I'll spend 2 here. So that means that Mary can do a lot if I need him to. Okay, I'm probably going to use Peace and Thought at the end of the round again as a refresh action. And that's good. I think Peace and Thought is a good addition to a Bond of Friendship deck, regardless of what you're running, because you know you're just exhausting half your heroes instead of 2/3 of your heroes. So I think that that's a reasonable include in there. Okay. Oh, and I have 2 tactics resources, so I'm going to bring out the ring mail and put that onto Frodo. So Frodo's defending for 5 and has 4 hit points right now. So he's a pretty beefy defender. Okay. So we're still battling. So I'm going to, again, Kelador is always committed to the quest, so he's for 2. And then Mary, 7. Sam for 8. Pippin for 9. And then I think I'm just going to do Quick Beam for 10, 11, 12. And there's 6 in the staging area. What do I want to do? Is that what I want to do? I'll commit Treebeard for 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 16 versus 6. I really just want to get over this overgrown trail is what I'm really trying to do. Okay, so I will draw a card and I get... Okay, so I get to do 2 damage to a questing hero, and I'm going to remove that hero from the quest. So the only questing hero that can really handle that is going to be Sam. 1, 2. He does 2 damage. I really need to find my Warden of Healing, because that is, yeah. But there's 7 in the staging area, and I still did 16, so I am plus 9, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. I will travel to the secluded glade. I will engage this guy. Now his engagement cost is definitely lower than my threat, so I don't get my bonuses on these folks, but that's okay. I will deal a shadow card. I will defend with Frodo. He's defending for just 3. Attacking enemy gets plus 2, so this is a 3 attack bat, but it still doesn't do anything to Frodo, so I'm okay with that. And then I will attack and kill that with Merry. And this guy dies. Okay, so I will refresh. I will play Peace and Thought. Okay, for the 1 here, and then I'll draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got a lot of good stuff, but I think I have to save up for... I got all lore cards too, except for Build a Pony, which is kind of funny. But I have to save up for the Warden. Let me exhaust the 2 guys that I was going to exhaust. I know that I could exhaust Merry, but he's too vital to both questing, battling, and for attacking. So I need him in his readies. Okay, so I'll do Control N for the new turn. Now I have my sneak attack. So I have my sneak attack Gandalf combo ready. I have a Will of the West ready to go. I have my Will of the West. It's not Will of the West, it's a Test of Will. It's a Will of the Test, not a Will of the West. Okay, and I have Rosie in play, so now I'm going to put Build a Pony in play for that global boost. I'm not going to play any of these guys. I'm going to wait for the Warden to come out. Okay. So now it's just a matter of battling. So I'm going to battle with Merry for 5, and Kelador, that's 7. And then Quick Beam for another 3. And Build a Pony has 1 attack, so he can add for 1. And then I guess that's it. I could quest for Treebeard because I can ready him if I need him. Okay, so I will quest for 15, and up against 15, I'm up against 3. So maybe I can get through this and be okay. Okay, so 15 versus 3, and I get blocking wargs. Deal 1 damage to each character committed to the quest. So here's the thing, I can't afford... can I afford? I could afford it because I have 1 hit point for everybody, but you know what? I'm just going to Test of Will that because that's too much damage and I don't have my Warden out yet. But the Surge still triggers, so let's see what the Surge gives us. And that's a Haradrim Elite. It says when it enters play, it makes an immediate attack from the staging area against the first player. Okay, so we pause everything right now. We resolved the quest. We haven't done anything. So I will deal it a shadow card. So now I have an action window. So in this action window, I can either use Frodo's ability, or I can use Treebeard here. So this guy's attacking for 4. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Treebeard. So I'm going to, in this window, I'm going to take Treebeard, I'm going to ready him, and then I'm going to defend with Treebeard. Okay, so Treebeard is defending for 3, this guy's defending for, or attacking for 4, And it says defending raises threat by X, where it's defending enemy's threat. The attacking enemy's threat. So I'm raising my threat by another 3. Okay, at this point, it may be worth noting that if I bring out Gandalf, I'll probably use him to lower my threat. Okay, but that's 4, and so Treebeard only defends for 3, so that's 1 damage on Treebeard, which I'm okay with. But that's 3, that's 6, and so that's 1, 2, 3, that's 9, and I have 6 more to do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's 12. Nobody has left play yet, so that's good. And now I'm going to engage the Haradrim Elite. And it's funny because the Haradrim Elite has a low engagement cost. And so that means I don't get to do my Hobbity shenanigans. But I can... I'll engage it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to travel to the Secluded Glade here. Right, that's the Secluded Glade. Yep. And then I will deal a shadow card. I will... So right now I'm defending for 3 with Frodo. And... yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Defend for 3 with Frodo. Okay, I'll defend here. Okay, no shadow. So I'll raise my threat by, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Okay, and now I'll swing back with Merry. And unfortunately, Merry with the dagger only is attacking for 5. And I need to do 6. So I'll use Rosie to boost his attack. And I will get rid of this Haradrim Elite. Okay, Kelador's still in play. He's got no... he's got no damage on him. So that's good. Okay, so I will... do a new turn. I don't have any more peace and thoughts, so I'll do a new turn here. Oh, good. Test of Will. That's a good time for that. I'm going to play down my my Warden for 2, and that's really nice. I have all these cards here that I would love to be able to play, because they're all lore cards, but they're not going to be able to play them until I get this. This is where the Red Book of Westmarch would be really nice. But whatever. I am going to now exhaust the Warden to heal Sam, because he's on the... Oh, not get rid of a progress token. Not exhaust. To heal him and heal Frodo. So those guys are looking good. And now I will quest. So I'll quest with Merry, and Kelador's committed to the quest, so that's 7. So I don't have anything in the staging area, but I have to get over 3, and then 3 more on the current quest. Okay, so it looks like that's going to be 15. So I need to, 6. So I need to do 6. So I will use Quick Beam for another 3. And Pippin for another 1. And Sam for another 1. So that's 12. Okay. So let's see. So I get Watcher in the Wood. Each player raises threat by the number of questing characters. If the current quest has battle a keyword, Watcher in the Wood gains Surge. Okay, so that surges, but I also don't want to raise my threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So that's where my second Test of Will comes into play. And I don't have Dwarven Tomb or anything that's going to be able to deal with that, but it is what it is. So I get rid of that guy, and now this guy is the Southern Mercenaries. Okay, so that's 2 threat. Okay, so 2 threat, and so I quest over this. It's 5, and I have 7 more to put onto the current quest. So I have exhausted the current quest, and because Kelador is in play, it says I skip over this. Okay, so I don't need this. So now it's the Hidden Way. It says, having helped his rangers scattered the first wave, the Haradrim invaders, Kelador leads you to a secret place. Okay, so through Ithilien. So now we have to race to Andros. So because it's secret, I can't engage or make engagement checks against the people in the staging area. But I can, and this is where it's going to be a lot of fun, I can definitely bring in Gandalf to do this. So let's do this. It's the travel phase. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 1 here in the travel phase to bring out Gandalf. And I said that I was going to use Gandalf to lower my threat, but I'm going to use Gandalf to do 4 damage to this guy because I don't want to have to deal with the archery. Even though the archery is kind of annoying, and I can deal with it with the Word of Healing, I want to heal up all my guys for the last quest phase, or the last quest card. So I will get rid of the Southern Mercenaries by doing 4 damage to it. It doesn't say it's immune to player card effects, nor does it say that enemies are immune to the player card effects in the staging area. So that's cool. So I will get rid of this guy. He comes back into my hand. I have a clean staging area. Kelador, because Gandalf left play, he takes a damage. But I'll take care of that in a minute. And we will ready everybody. And there's Boromir. Boromir making an appearance. Okay, so I will use the Warden to heal up. So I'll heal up Kelador and Sam, and I will use the lore resource to bring out a fast hitch and put it onto my defender, because that's what we need. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to attack enemies, and I don't have any Test of Wills, so I'm also going to bring out Bilbo. So Bilbo for 2, and then I'm not able to do anything with Bilbo. I just have to find a pipe. So I'm going to look at my deck, look at all the cards in my deck. I find a pipe. There's the spare pipe. Boom. So I'll close and shuffle that. Let me shuffle. Okay, I don't have the resources to bring out spare pipe, but next round it looks like I'm going to have a lot of things to do. So I would love to quest through this now, if I could, just to be able to get through this whole thing. So I'm going to quest with Frodo, or for Sam for 3, and Mary for 2. That's 5, 7. I'm going to leave my defender up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to quest for 16. And there's nothing in the staging area. Okay, so let's see what I get. Lost. Each player removes 1 character close from the quest. If able, then that player has no characters to the quest. Remove all characters from the quest. Okay, so I will remove somebody from the quest. I'll remove Pippin from the quest. So this is one of these cards. It's kind of an interesting card because it's designed solely for multiplayer. If you're playing this 4-player and somebody only committed 1 person to the quest, or no people to the quest because you're the attacker, this card is designed to just really hit you hard. But playing solo, this card is a softball, so to speak. So I don't have any character. Still have characters committed to the quest. I only removed 2 progress, so I'm actually able to clear this quest card. Boom. And so we see Care Andros right away, and we'll flip this, and it says, at the end of the round, raise each player's threat by 2. Okay, so we are in siege, so I would love to be able to get a Shire Folk and then bring Gandalf in to bring my threat down to below 37. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so Control N, new round. I don't get the whatchamacallit, the lower my threat. But siege is defense attacking, so I will use I'll use my 4 resources here to bring out Boromir. And then I have 5 resources to bring out Gandalf. But right now, I don't think it's necessary to bring out Gandalf, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get through it anyways. So what I can do is I can... maybe I'll bring out Gandalf. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring out Gandalf. I'll what we call hard cast him. So I'll put him over here, and I'll lower my threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still not below it, below the right value, but at least I'm getting there. If I bring out, I won't be able to bring out Gandalf next round, but if I get a Shire Folk or something, then that'll be fine. Okay, so I could have done the spare pipe to look for an event, and that's what I'll end up doing next time. Maybe I only have 24 cards left in my deck. 2 of them are Shire Folk, so I have a pretty good chance at getting Shire Folk. Okay, so let me siege. I have to siege for 15 to get through this. So that would be 4. My hobbits are like useless sieging, except for Frodo. So that's 4. That's 7. Okay. That's 9. That's 9. That's 12. So I'm sieging for 12. I mean, that's the best I can do, right? I mean, I could add 1. Okay, I'll add Pippin for another 1 because Pippin doesn't do anything other than quest. So that's 13. I could siege with Quick Beam, but I don't think it's worth using him. I'll use the Warden's ability to heal. I just don't think I'm going to get through the quest, so there's no point in YOLOing it this round. So I will heal Quick Beam and Treebeard. And you know what? At the end of last round, Gandalf left play, so I did end up removing that. Okay, I think I'm playing this clean. I say that, and then Albert will make sure that I'm not. But anyways, so that's 13. Okay, so ready? Let's do this. The Morgul Spider. So, well, that's good. He gets +1 attack for every character currently not committed to the quest. So that's 3 in the staging area. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do 10 on the quest here. So let's see. Who's not committed to the quest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 people, so he's attacking for 7. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's get rid of all these reticles. So, okay, so I will engage this spider. I don't know why I put a damage on it. Okay, I will deal it a shadow card. And he's attacking for 11. So, Boromir, it was good time, buddy, but you're gonna have to pay the price. Actually, you know what? I'll leave Boromir. I'll chump with Bilbo. Okay. No shadow effect, so that's good. Bilbo dies. Kelador takes a damage because he doesn't take a progress, he takes a damage. And now I have to do 6. Well, shockingly, I can do that right here. So I'll do 5 with Mary and then 1 with Sam, so that's 6. So the Morgul Spider goes down. Okay, so Control N. Gandalf leaves play. So that does another damage to Kelador. But I can heal 1 damage from Kelador. I don't have any damage anywhere else. Okay, I will put a spare pipe onto Frodo and look at the top 5 cards. I do get a Shire Folk, thank goodness. Okay, I will play Shire Folk. I will lower my threat by 4. And the reason why I say thank goodness is because that means that I am below. So now I can do just normal questing, and that's phenomenal. Okay, so normal questing, that's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. So I'm 12 against nothing. And I have Rosie to boost if I need to. So let's see what I get. I get a Mumak. Okay, so Mumak has 4. That doesn't matter. So that puts 8 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get through the approaching Caer Andros, and the hobbits are able to take on into Ithilien pretty handily. Now, I would be able to take this Mumak, and I would probably be able to kill it over the next few rounds, but I'm glad that it came now at the end. So there it is. My Bond of Hobbitship deck, taking on into Ithilien and handling it pretty straightforwardly. Okay? Have a great day, everybody.